Well, Fernando Mendoza, here we are.
Here we are, part two. Let's go.
Part two, Heisman Trophy podcast, Heisman ceremony tonight. What's it been like so far for you?
It hasn't been real. To meet all the past legends, to meet the Heisman Trust, to be on the Heisman podcast right now. It's all going so fast, and I'm just really trying to soak in every single moment of it, just because I know this New York City and being here for the Heisman is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Try to make the most, try to get the most advice possible, as well as trying to have the best time possible.
Yeah. We talked a lot about in the last interview we did about just, being present in the moment. What kind of tools you're using this weekend to just remind yourself of that? Because I imagine there's you could go off in different directions depending on what's coming your way, right?
Yeah, especially the ceremony being tonight, it's easy to get ahead of yourself. However, although you got to prepare a speech, I think that's your duty as a finalist.
Mhm.
Whether, whatever the circumstances, your duty as a finalist is to prepare a speech in order to represent the Heisman name. However, I think really keeping yourself in the present moment, taking a deep breath, and really just reminding yourself, hey, I want to be present in this moment. I want to be present for the Heisman podcast.
Yeah.
I want to make it the best podcast of my life. And I think that really helps you enjoy it more, rather than having anxiety or looking ahead, or maybe, oh, wow, should I say that in the last podcast or last media station? No, hey, we're letting it go. You can't control that. All you control is right now.
Yeah.
And controlling this and be able to put my best foot forward.
So that's kind of a challenge then, because if you're thinking about what you might say if you win, you're not in the present. You're thinking about, you have to strategize. You have to put yourself in the future. Does it feel okay? Does it feel authentic to yourself to do that, to let yourself do that? You have to, right?
You have to. It's human nature.
Yeah.
And I see myself, don't get me wrong, I see myself looking in the past and the future a lot. However, it's being aware that I'm doing that so I can get back to home base, the present.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a little different than a game, because in the game, you're really trying to keep focus on that game, that practice.
Yeah.
That Thursday practice on red zone, or whatever it is, that Wednesday practice on third downs, and then you end up rolling into the game. However, at the same time, like the speech, if that person wins, you got to look forward to the game. The game's coming on Saturday or Friday night, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so just like the speech and the ceremony, it's coming on Saturday night.
Right.
So at that point, prospectively, you got to get your speech ready and you got to look forward to that moment. However, when you're looking too much forward to it and it's consuming you, hey, take back a step. Let's rewind a little bit.
Right.
Let's put the truck in reverse here.
Right. What's been your favorite part of the weekend so far? It's only been a day, but day and a few hours. Like what's been your standout experience?
I think seeing my family have a great time, whether it's my younger brother Max playing Feliz Navidad and with the guitar late night after a lot of people left the dinner.
Oh man, I wish I could have seen that one.
Yeah, but no, it was great. Whether my brother is able to talk to so many Heisman legends here, and with my parents. My parents are having a really, really good time here.
Yeah.
To see the joy in my mom's eye, everyone being included, everyone being a family, and having a family vacation in New York City. So special, just because you don't get to take vacations often. And now, what a great experience! Not only great city, but also the top-notch humans that you surround yourself with. So I think it's been really good seeing all of them and seeing all of them have a really good time.
Do you have any musical talent yourself?
I would say I have, maybe a little smidge, but Max, my younger brother, takes all the musical talent. His whole thing was he's a guitar player. He wanted an electric guitar. And at that point, I'm like, hey, Max, you want an electric guitar? I did one for the birthday. He's like, no, I want to work for it. So I had to drive him a couple of times to, just to him to play the guitar and stuff like that, and make it himself, different restaurants and stuff like that. And
cool.
Like, Max, I feel kind of bad. I could buy your guitar for you. And he's like, no, I want to work hard, because he's heard the stories about Alberto and I selling the mangoes.
You guys sold mangoes? I don't think I heard that story.
Oh yeah. So Alberto and I, we have a mango tree in our yard and our grandparents' yard.
Okay. And
then we have some neighbors around our neighborhood that we were friendly with, and they let us take mangoes. I might thinking more than that point.
Mangoes are great. Those are the best fruits. Yeah. Those are the best. I can eat those forever.
And Publix, they're fresh and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Publix, $1.50.
Yeah.
Alberto and Fernando wagon door-to-door delivery, only $1. So we go knock on each door, and it was like, oh shoot, this is the scary house right here.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable with this? Hell no, but screw it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, you're gonna face your fears, right?
Yeah, face your fears. We go up there and be like, and we were also younger. We were 10 and 12, and so some people I feel like would buy mangoes because they felt bad for us because we're in that hot Miami sun.
Yeah.
But then also some people are like, okay, yeah, like I'll take 4.
I mean,
like,
nothing wrong with a good mango when on a hot day, right?
No doubt, no doubt.
You talked before about your routine of getting yourself the meditation and saying the rosary, and the rosary is like a meditation, right? It's like it's like almost like a mantra that you get into. Like, what's your favorite part of the rosary?
Yeah, there's so many great parts. My favorite part is that we do it Friday morning and Friday evening to Thursday morning. We Friday morning before we start that walkthrough and all that stuff, and we do it with Riley Nowakowski, Riley Becker, and then sometimes Upper Mendoza comes here and there. But I think it's a really good moment that where it is a mantra where Riley's saying the first 2 mysteries, I'm saying the second 2, and then Charlie's saying the last one. And I think it's really good to have that in because it's not only a meditation that I do before I game, it's a group meditation.
Yeah,
it's a group meditation that we're going to meditate on with each other and really share that moment as you're praying. And like you said, it basically is meditation in which you're there, you're putting the commitment towards it. And at that point, I feel like once you're putting the commitment towards it and going to church on Friday morning, praying the rosary, I think it even means a whole nother level to not only, the meditation aspect, but also the discipline aspect of it.
I've always been a Glory Be guy myself. Get to the Glory Bees. It's always nice kind of reset before you get to the next mystery.
Oh, it is. Well, it's like a little water break.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a little water break.
Who's some of the people you met this weekend or last night that actually I want to ask you about this. So I saw you talking to Doug Flutie over at the reception last night, and he was getting pretty wild. He was gesturing. I was really curious. I saw the conversation from afar. I'm like, what could he be talking about? And so, I mean, unless it's private.
No, it's not private. So first we're talking about how he, always looks for the underdog and the similarities in our stories. Although he did say, I'm taller than him.
Right.
And, we have a little different play styles. He was recruited to only Ivy League and FCS schools. And then in my story, I was going to Yale. It's kind of funny. It's like, we're 2 Ivy League guys and Boston College.
Right.
And then Cal, both ACC school now, came in late for both of us.
Right.
So that's a super funny similarity there.
Yeah.
And we start talking about the game evolving. And one of my football mentors playing the CFL, and then he else played the CFL. We're talking about how the field's wider, how it's 12 on 12, and the differences in the game, and how the CFL game with Chip Kelly, Chip Kelly saw Doug Flutie, and at that point, he was doing all the RPO stuff that everyone praises nowadays, and the end runs nowadays,
and the wide splits and stuff.
The wide splits, how everyone's the field's wider, so there's wider split in the CFL, and how he's able to basically do triple option, and then if someone's about to hit him, he can throw it above because there's no lineman downfield in the CFL.
I think that was the part of that because I saw his hand motion go a few times. I saw him do a couple fake handoffs.
So he was doing fake handoffs. Like, I don't want to get hit. I just boom, then shovel pass.
Right.
And it was so many different things. It was so funny. And he was talking about quarterback draw. Extra man play once against Ohio State where we had man beater over here, quick screen, and then a quarterback draw. At that point, just a numbers game.
Yeah,
that was him out.
Yeah,
let the defense show their hand.
Yeah,
at that point, attack him, whatever they give. And so we're just talking about the intricacies of the game of CFL and how Chip Kelly took that to New Hampshire, where he was with Ryan Day, Dan Mullen, forgetting one other, but he was with those coaching staffs, and it kind of trickled down throughout. And then Chip Kelly now is the guru behind all that stuff.
Sure. Who are some other Heisman winners that you saw last night and talked to a little bit? Anybody give you any words of advice going into the ceremony tonight?
One that I really enjoyed talking to is Danny Warfel. He has a charity pickleball event today, and I love pickleball. And he's a genuine guy. He's a really genuine guy. We talked about advice, but how it was like after he won it, and how it was a little bit of a craziness. Over that point, you need to get back and win a national championship. And that is my goal as well. So we're able to talk about that, how to stay grounded. I was also able to talk to Tim Tebow on the opposite side, where he's obviously won Heisman.
Yeah.
But the time that he lost,
came here 3 times.
Yeah. The time he lost is it lit a fire within his team.
Yeah.
And so it pushed him forward. So there I'm gonna take the Danny Warfel confidence in their team. Hey, there we go. Boom, because it is a team award.
Yeah.
Boom. The Tim Tebow, it doesn't happen. The Tim Tebow fire, and to able to catapult us to that national championship.
When you came, you got to the hospitality suite yesterday. I said, get ready for the gauntlet.
Yeah.
You've been through the first bit. It's almost like it's like elimination tournament. If you win tonight, it's going to be, bam, 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 bam. Get up in the morning. What if you again looking ahead a little bit, but a lot of your teammates are probably coming, I imagine. Or are you guys going to, or maybe join your family? Any kind of loose thoughts about win or lose, what you might do tonight later on?
So yeah, so I have some friends, some former teammates, some backup Berkeley ones here,
Mhm.
and then I also was lucky enough. India had lift on Friday morning, so flights indeed New York are a little tricky. Around 10 to 11 teammates coming up to New York, and although it's been crazy, this is a gauntlet. I can't thank them enough. I told them, hey, I want to be in a gauntlet all day,
Mhm.
all the way up to the ceremony. At that point, I don't know how much time I'm gonna be able to spend with you guys.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we want to go to New York. We want to see you for a quick second. It's going to be a great time, great experience.
Yeah.
And I know that one of them were up for it, that had to be going as well. So
Yeah.
I think it really speaks to testament the brotherhood that we have and
Yeah.
what great teammates they are making that trip. It's not an easy trip. Like, they got to buy the flights.
Yeah.
You got to book the rooms and stuff like that. It's not cheap either. So
Yeah.
to really, have that support from them, it's great. And after, I look forward to having a great time with them. Lose or draw, it's a great experience. Look forward to hanging out.
If you win, you're the prince of the city, at least for one night. But anyway, Fernando Mendoza, thanks for coming on the show again. If you win, we'll see you again tomorrow morning and wrap it all up, tie a bow on it. Good luck tonight. Have a great time. Have fun. Live in the moment, and just go be you.
Definitely, no doubt. Hopefully that it's a great night. And thanks so much for having me on. God bless.
All right, thank you.